Hello to my beautiful family of light. You may have forgotten my name, but it's Claudia, and I will continue to call you my family of light until the cows can jump over the moon. Anyhow, I disappeared for a while, and I apologize for that. I hadn't intended, but just before Christmas, I got pretty sick, and we won't talk about that because it takes me into a realm that I really don't want to go to. I'm sure most of you have heard of Dark Night of the Soul, and I've had my share of those. This was a time that was another one of those. It all has to do with energetics on the planet, and I'm highly susceptible to the energies that are flooding us, that have been coming in and nudging us and all kinds of things. And for me, it's pretty deep dives. I think you all are aware, if you've been following my channel and some of the videos, that in the initial videos that I did on the segment of my life, you know, or have an understanding that in the early years of my life, and I'm going to say right up to, 17, 19, 20, so much got buried, and it got buried so deep that I didn't even have a conscious awareness of it. And that's what the universe is doing. It's getting right in there deep and digging out all that stuff that is just hidden from view. And I've never considered myself a victim. I don't today either, because it was hidden from me. I just wasn't aware of things that out of sight, out of mind, right? Well, anyhow, no longer. And I just succumbed to, I'm known for allowing things, but I succumbed to a bit of a flu. It seemed to start with a fever and then into a cough that is still persistent. I'm hoping my voice holds up for a while today at least, because I did want to get back into this, but I haven't been able to speak without coughing and my nose dripping all over the map. So anyhow, hello, welcome back. I'm welcoming myself back. And it's good to see you, and it's good to be with you and have you here with me. I can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate it. So I'm also somebody who has, if I need to see a doctor, I will go see a naturopath before I'll go do anything else. But, excuse me, but if I don't have a need to do that, and I have this inner compass, you guys all know that I ask my body what it needs from me, and the day after day and week after week, it's been a month. I think it's a month since I've seen you. It just said rest. You've been working way too hard, and it's not been an easy life. So I rested, allowed it to run its course. I do my natural remedies, things like oscillococcinum and sambucol and elderberry and ginger. Oh my goodness. I have an organic farmer friend, so I have some organic ginger in my freezer, and that makes the best tea and organic honey. And excuse me. And ginger works on the inside, your triple warmer, which is known as your lungs, your heart, and your digestion. So I had lots of ginger and ginger tea, and just took care of myself. If I needed to sleep, which I did, I think for 2 weeks solid, that's practically all I did. I wasn't getting a lot of sleep at night, but you survive those things. And for me to allow it to run its course means that I am building my immune system up stronger. That may seem the opposite to you, but to me, it is my immune system that gets me through, and it's really unusual for me to get sick. So, excuse me. So most of you that know me know that I've always been a kind of a stickler that way. I won't go see traditional medicine. I'm not interested in inoculations that are loaded with stuff that your body doesn't need, and that sort of thing. So anyhow, it's run its course, and I'm back in business. I'm still sleeping long hours, and I take naps. But I guess it's okay when you're in your 70s to do that. I just thought maybe I was a little bit indestructible. So anyhow, okay, so so that's one thing I did was, ginger, fresh ginger. It's a really good thing for you to know. I have an arsenal of things that I take, and this is a time in humanity's expression where our guidance is telling us to bump up your magnesium intake, bump up your zinc intake, get those things into higher dosages. We're taking more light into our bodies. We're releasing more stuff. We're rapidly changing. And so, so follow that wisdom. Go online and look for natural therapies to the best of your ability. Speak with people at your health food store and about the pharmaceuticals that are the home remedies that are available to you. In fact, I'm getting ready to send one of my brothers just had a hip replacement, and I told him to be sure and rub some castor oil around the incision. And he said, oh, that's right. He has a really good story, and he's a doc. And most doctors are not going. In fact, I had a doctor when I was in practice who wanted to know my license number, and he was going to have me thrown out of my practice and all kinds of stuff. But I will tell you, castor oil used topically outside of the body has thousands of uses, and I will not ever recommend anything to you that I haven't used myself. And I have been using castor oil for well over and almost 30 years now. In fact, I had a 3rd-degree burn on my hand. A candle, one of those little tea lights, went upside down, and you don't know it until it's burnt through to the bottom layer that something's on fire on your body, and it burnt through the whole works. I had a great big hole in my hand. Well, it just so happened that my dad was going through cancer treatments at the time, so we're going a ways back here. And the nurses said, oh, get some, I can't think of what the ointment is now because I don't use pharmaceuticals. I use home remedy and herbal things and floral things. Anyhow, I began using castor oil on it. Just applied a patch and kept it on there as used like 3 layers of cotton and applied that and just wrapped it up and went about my business. And after 10 days, and the nurses where my dad was having his cancer therapy said, here, use this ointment. You probably all have heard of it. It's very common antiseptic. And I said, oh, I've got something way better than that. We'll take care of it. And after 10 days, they were stunned when they saw that it had healed. You could see how it was knitting itself. It was making a pattern on my skin that showed how it was knitting itself back together, where it burnt through a vein. The vein had, it burnt clear through. So there was a hole, a separation. It repaired that and it restored circulation and feeling to the area, and it's soft tissue. If you know how burns are, usually it's very hard, leathery. This never happened like that. Anyhow, I do everything for myself based on what my guidance leads me to. And in this case, although I've been absent for a long time, it was a necessary thing for me to experience and to bring me up into these modern times that we are living in. And I think I'm going to start a little segment. I do have another page that I started, but I haven't been able to do anything with that. I got so busy with my life and the videos that I did on how my life experiences could help you, that I just neglected it and haven't done anything. So I think it's about time that I start doing maybe alternating days. I do want to continue with the my life and how it can help you, because I'm an ordinary person. We all have to be here. We have to work for others or work for ourselves and encounter whatever situations we encounter based on, the kind of personality we are, what we attract into our lives, and how we find our way through those. But I have a rather different way of looking at things. I always have. And I feel pretty connected to my Creator, and that's what I'm hoping what I can share with you does for you as well. Makes you curious and want to know more about how you can be that too in your own way. Not in my way, but in your way. Because my life has nothing to do with you except that there may be, it's like, once you learn how to cook, and you find your own way along a recipe, and you think, oh, I'll bet this would be good in there. So you add those nuts or that fruit, or you do something a little different to change the recipe up. Well, that's your life. Your life is your walk upon this earth. And so I don't want you to adopt my life. You wouldn't want to, I can guarantee that. But anyhow, I just love the daylights out of you. Thank you for joining me, and look for me to try. I'm going to try to do a little something every single day. And I may pick up where I left off at age 40. I came back from my mom's, taking my mother to the other side. Life carries on, and about a year has gone by, and we have new events coming up. So that's where I'll pick up. I love you very much. Thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe. Those are things that don't cost you a thing. They don't do anything for you, but it does a lot for me. And look for more live stuff and ask questions. I'm so happy when you ask me something, and I think I can be helpful to you that way too. So until I see you in the next video, be well, be safe, be happy, and know that you are way more than you think you are, and you are loved beyond your imagining. See you next time.